Hey guys, welcome back to our Daddy Show. We'll talk Wednesday.
Yo, what's up with y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all know exactly what it is and who it is. It's TrotWAM on Twitter. This is Wham Talk Tuesday, play-in edition, and I'm here joined with my partner. Man, no other. This person right here, man. I was able to meet this person. Him and my wife was able to meet him and his wife. Real down, cool, down earth brother. Knows his stuff, knows his capping, knows his area as well. This is my guy, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Good to call him my brother now that I met him, be able to break bread with him. My guy, LJ from H-Town. How you doing, LJ? What's happening with you, King? What's up with you, bro?
What's going on, Trot? What's going on, my
Yeah,
brother?
yeah, yeah,
What's
man. I'm
going
feeling
on?
good, bro. I'm feeling good. Shout out to James in the chat. James Lil, appreciate you, King. What's happening with you, man? I hope you cash today. You know what I'm saying? First person in the chat, you will cash today. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. So, yeah, bro, I couldn't wait to get you on here, bro. It's only right to get you on the play in where the games matter. Why would we waste
Yep.
our time with this bullshit that we experienced these last few months here? Let's
Yeah.
do something that's real. The real is out here. So, hey man, I appreciate you for hopping on. It's all love. Oh, Lee, what's up, man? What's up with you, my guy? What's happening? You say, what's up, LJ? What's up with you? Hey, yeah,
What's the
you
deal?
already know. You already know. We up in here. We in this motherfucker. But yeah, man, it's a play-in action today. NBA play-in. First two games. First games are for the seventh, eighth seed because they get a little bit extra more rest if they win first. So both the games today are
Mhm.
seven, eighth seed. The later games, they come on a day later. You know what I'm saying? They gotta worry about the crazy turnaround. You feel me? So it's only
Mhm.
them. It's only right. So in
Yeah.
this case, the first game that we got to break it down is the most interesting. This is the reason why I use Darius Garland as the cover for this show. So if you click in here, rewatching it, you seeing Darius Garland here. And the reason why is because the Cavaliers against the Brooklyn Nets, they just played on Friday. Both of these teams are very familiar with each other now. And obviously, there's not going to be any Jared Allen. So the Jared Allen effect, as far as going back to his old team, is not in this game at all. Um, so that's that at this point. Both of these teams can make the playoffs. Both of the teams, for all four of the teams today that plays today, can make the playoffs still. They just have to win one game. You know what I mean, to do so. And that's the beauty of this playing situation. I'm a big fan of playing. This game in particularly is very interesting. They just played. Obviously, the points was at 8 for the in favor of the Brooklyn Nets last game when they were at home. They're at home again in this game, and it's at 9.5 now. Now you're seeing it being bet up to 9. It was starting, I believe. I think it may open at 8, but it's at 8.5 for most of the time. Now it's getting bet up to 9. The total is the opposite. It's been bet down. It's at 230. Started off, opened up. Now it's at 227. And I kind of would agree with that. Obviously, it's play-in postseason basketball. It's obviously going to be some type of intense defense that's going to try to be played. Last game, Bruce Brown alluded to that they figured out the bench, at least for as far as the bench, they figured them out. They were able to rotate the ball, do multiple actions to that team, and they weren't able to do anything to stop them. So people that's liking the Brooklyn Nets, I understand it because if they can't do that again, they do that again. It's all bad, it's all curtains. My thing is that I believe the things that were and can be corrected with Darius Garland will be corrected, and I think that has a lot to do with his distributing and getting guys involved on the offensive side. Now they have been top 10. I'm sorry, top 10 offense over the last 5 games. But this is not going to be meaning anything about the last 5 games because some of those games didn't mean shit, especially the last game that they just played. They bought out on the Bucks. Didn't mean anything because it was a game that none of the starters played. So those stats are not going to really roll us in here. What will roll us in here as far as how good Brooklyn has been early on in the game and how bad the Cleveland Cavaliers have been on the first quarter, especially on the road. They only cover one of the last 4 games on the road in the first quarter. They haven't really been that good. haven't been really that good early, and they lost the last game. A lot to do with the first quarter and the fourth quarter. They only scored 19 points in both of those games, both of those quarters. There, first and fourth. So obviously that's going to be a problem if they could do that again. I do think that the Cavs do play a little bit better. I wouldn't be taking the first to 10, first to 25 like I normally would in playoff games, because that's kind of how I like to approach the first quarter. Take that and then probably split the unit up and then take the full game, full first quarter, full first quarter. Then I take the first quarter there. Yeah, but in this game, I'm not touching that, bro, because it's last 7 games. Brooklyn has scored the first 25, 6 out of the last 10. I'm sorry, 6 out of the last 7. And in this game, bro, I'm going to just think that they kind of figure it out again. Kevin Durant still being able to do what he wants to do. But I am going to say Darius Garland is going to get off and be able to distribute the ball a little bit more. So I do like Darius Garland to get the double-double. I did lock that in last night at plus 130. If you follow me on TrotWAM on Twitter, you got that as well. You tell, I appreciate y'all, man. We hopefully cash. Another play that I did lock in last night was Bruce Brown. I think KD may be seeing a little bit double teams like he did in the last game, similar to what he did see in the last game. So he will be passing the ball, passing the swing it around. Maybe Bruce Brown gets assists. Maybe he gets points. I think he maybe get 20 attempts today in that regard, just because I think in those scenarios, he's going to be that wing guy that's going to catch the ball. He could get a floater. He could get off and just try to go to the hoop. We know he's athletic as well, and he can hit the open corner three. So if he gets that open corner three, which he did get like 3 times, I want to say last game, he will shoot it. So I like that look at all a lot. It's been hitting at a 70% rate over the last 5 games. So Bruce Brown over 13.5 points. I got it at minus 106. It's at minus 110 right now. I endorse those 2 plays for showing this game. I'll kick it to my guy LJ, man, making his Who-Bangin Sports debut here with us, man. We appreciate you, bro. How do you feel about it? Sorry for taking all the air out as well. This just a long breakdown, but playoff action. We excited, man. How you feeling about this game, bro?
Man, these 2 teams just played, you know what I'm saying, like what, a couple of days ago. So it's not a lot that we didn't see before that I think is going to change this game. But I'm looking at for is the first quarter. Both of these teams are averaging roughly around 30 points in the first quarter. So I'm thinking they're going to come out. It's going to be a high-scoring game. And they tend to digress during the second half. But to get into Cleveland, 8-13 records in March 12th, man, you know, they lost 3 out of the last 4. I'm not counting the last game because Milwaukee didn't play nobody. So we're not going to count that game. We're going to count the games that everybody was in. And they're 3-7 in the last 10. So without having Jared Allen in that lineup, I really think it's going to be a hindrance to that paint because Andre Drummond, speaking of him, that's going to be my first prop today, over 12.5 rebounds. I'm thinking that he's going to be in the paint. He's going to solidify the glass, you know what I'm saying, clean up the loose balls and things like that because, like you just mentioned, Kevin Durant is going to be seeing some double teams. You see what I'm saying?
For
so
sure.
My second prop, I took Kevin Durant over 7 assists. You see what I'm saying? Because I think he's going to be distributing the basketball. And like you said, you took Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen is going to get some of those possessions. You see what I'm saying? Loose balls going down the lane, you know, fast breaks, things like that. But my play, though, I got to take Cleveland plus the 8. Well, you know, I mean, Brooklyn
I feel
is
you, though.
Second worst ATS team in the league.
At the house, bro. At the house, they suck as a favorite.
And not only that, everybody was saying Kyrie was going to be the savior. When he starts getting to play home games, there'll be a different team. They're only 1-5 ATS with Kyrie at home games. So it hasn't been that much of a difference. And the fact that Kyrie takes 25 shots and Kevin Durant only gets 20, that's something Steve Nash has to work out and tell Kyrie today, look, Kevin Durant is going to be the focal point of the offense, and you'll get the scraps. If you open shoot the ball, because we know Kyrie likes to shoot threes. You know, he's averaging like, 3.5, I think, you know, consistently over the last 4, I believe. You know, he's off and on, but he can consistently hit it if he's open. So I'm thinking that Cleveland is going to try to push the pace. Because if you slow the game down and you let it be a half court, I think Brooklyn will eat you, especially with the perimeter from Kevin Durant and Kyrie. So my play, Cleveland plus the 8.5. But I'm looking at the first quarter too. So I think I'm going to jump on that first quarter over. It's at 65 right now. So I think I'm going to lean towards that first quarter over because Brooklyn tends to come out real fast in the first I'm gonna trust that with the numbers. But the second half, I'm just gonna let it digress and see what happens. But Brooklyn should win this game. If they don't win this game, we're gonna talk about them.
Nah,
Easy.
you already know. You already know. I thought the same thing on Friday too. Like they should win the game. They probably not gonna cover. They end up covering. And a lot of that had to do with the fourth quarter, like we said. Like in the fourth quarter, they just pretty much collapsed. But what you're saying here too, bro, is that and also the best available for the show is going to be 9.5 for you. So you got the 9.5
Okay.
for the official show pick.
Yeah.
But I know you probably bet it at the West, but it's at 9.5. You get the best, bro.
Whatever. I'll take that.
And yeah, so and my son in the background, bro. Hopefully, my daughters. I got older kids now, man. They watch kids watching kids now. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. Shout out to that. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
But, no, so I agree with you, bro. I think Cleveland wins today. I think they can win outright today. To be honest with you, I think they for sure could cover. The reason why I think they win outright is because we know, like, they're pretty bad. Brooklyn, they've shown us that they're bad, and all four of the teams today, like I said earlier, they can all go on and win and get in the playoffs. That's not going to stop. This one game is not going to stop the actual outcome or what you expect from Brooklyn to come on. Like, you're not going to get Jared Allen here, but you're not going to get Ben Simmons as well. Both of those guys could be added into these lineups. They could be both added into lineups and make these two different teams. So getting the 7th seed or the 8th seed really is not that meaningless. You know, it's going to be meaningless when we're in hindsight. So this game is going to be pretty meaningless because I expect both of these teams to make the playoffs. That being said, though, I will say this. And to keep it G, bruh, Brooklyn hasn't really shown us their full potential because the guys that they have available right now are guys that we know in the playoffs. They will be okay. They will be showing up like Patty Mills, but they are liabilities as well. You feel what I'm saying? Like Patty Mills, for example, in that last game, they didn't run no fucking like screen action on his ass. And I'm like, bro, this is a type of playoff game. I'm not seeing like them trying to attack Patty Mills. Like he's not that type of defender, bro. He out there for 23 minutes. Bro, we need to be attacking his ass every 23 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Especially in these type of games. So I expect that to happen. If that happens, they get a little bit better offensively. That's going to allow our guy, Darius Garland, to get the double-double. I think the points will be in this game. But if it's a close game, I'm going to lean towards the Cavs just because I think Brooklyn have shown us already all year. They're not that damn nice at the house. Obviously, it was a lot of that to do with Kyrie not playing this year. Now that he is playing, I do think those guys could go off though. I'm not gonna lie, like no one is gonna stop KD in this game, bro. Like they're gonna have Laurie Marketing guarding KD, bro. He about to cook his ass, bro. Like no fucking question, bro. Shout out to Nasty Nate, my guy Marlon Z. What's happening, bro? I appreciate y'all for hopping on with us, man. We up here, my guy LJ from H-Town on Twitter. From H, actually. So it's LJ from H on Twitter. He's LJ from H-Town on YouTube, though. You know what I'm saying? If you see him in the chat, low bagger as well. I think KD going off as well. My guy Nasty Nate, he's been killing with the Celtics, bro. I think whoever plays the Celtics is going to lose, though. So Nasty Nate, I already know you like the Celtics, bro. I think whoever plays the Celtics is going to lose. So maybe Brooklyn don't want to get to that 7th spot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't want it. You feel me? I'll just say that. But neither here nor there. That's enough for this game. I did give y'all out the plays. My guys liking the Cavs as well at 9.5. You get that available right now. It's all love. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's go to
I want to
ask
you some sneaky note.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. My fault, bro. Go ahead.
What do you think about Darius LeVert playing his old squad? Like he had 16 the last time they played, and the prop is at 17.5, minus 114. So I may want to lean on that. You see what I'm saying? He may have some.
I like Darius LeVert. And he's going to score. He's going to shoot more than 10 times. He's going to shoot more than 10 attempts. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did get fouled, though. He got fouled a lot. He got to the foul line last game. But I think he gets more than 10 attempts in this game. I think they shorten the leash off of some of these players. I think Kevin Love do have a great game. He's the only real veteran besides Rondo. Rondo's on this team, too. Let's not forget. Rondo can activate playoff Rondo at any moment. But I don't think his minutes is going to be anything like you've seen in the last game. Like he had, I believe, nine minutes last game. I don't expect him to be seeing. I think he's gonna be a coach tonight, y'all. He gonna be a coach, bro. Trying to tell Darius what to do, trying to do certain things to
Yeah.
show him what to do in the last game. So I think film room was really good for Darius, and you're gonna see that in this game, especially now on top of that, like knowing that you're really close in the most improved award. A win right here that locks it up, and we got Darius Garland. If you tuned in on this
Yeah.
show at plus 2200, 22 to 1 to win most improved player. So if he hits that, bro,
Mm.
season looking bright, bro. Season looking
Hey, hey,
hot
man.
right now.
I can ride
You
with you. I'm
feel
gonna
what I'm
ride with you
saying?
too on
We
that
out here.
double double.
We taking more trips. Yeah, we
Yeah,
taking
I'm gonna
more
ride with
trips,
you on that
bro.
double double for sure. 26. He gonna
Yeah.
have to get 10 assists, so he should hit that double double.
Got to get it today. And last game, it was a lot of mental mistakes. It was a lot of running into crowded situations. Like it's things that I know in the film room they fixed it. And then
Yeah.
coming into this game, he's going to play a little bit better. So I'm not mad at the double double or even the 8.5 over 8.5 assists
Mm-hmm.
gets 9. You still cash. So I ain't mad at that either. But as far as this game, anything else you want to close out on this game, bro? You got anything else, man?
No, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm just
All right,
looking
for
for
sure.
Cleveland. You see what I'm saying? Slow the pace, and like you say, they have a chance to win outright, and I would love it if they won this game outright. So we could just talk about Brooklyn, like everybody talk about the Lakers, everybody want to bash LeBron and all this. Why nobody giving that vitriol to Brooklyn? You see what I'm saying? I think they're in the
Right,
same
and they need that,
situation.
and they need that love too. And you ain't lying.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I
for
envision. I
real.
think they gonna go up on them damn those sports talk shows. They gonna talk all that negative shit. They gonna talk all that negative shit about Kyrie again. They gonna do all that again.
Yeah,
You ain't lying. You ain't
all
lying.
that. So I'm
And it
just
ain't.
waiting.
They're not going. And they're not gonna give the cast credit. They may give Darius Garland credit because, like, again, it'll be a most improved agenda at that
Yeah.
point. It'll be solidified. It'll make
Mm-hmm.
sense. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So neither here nor there. For the next game, bro, I'm going controversial, man. I already told y'all,
Good
bro.
game.
I took the Clippers. I took the Clippers to win the championship 55 to 1. Obviously, if they get
Ooh.
Kawhi back, it's not gonna be 55 to 1. It ain't 55 to 1 right now without Kawhi right now. So, if he
Mm.
gets it, bro, if he come back, bro, believe me, Ty Lue, this Clipper team, as far as the depth wise, they probably had the most depth outside of the Memphis Grizzlies. They win today, they will have to play the Memphis Grizzlies. I do not like that at all, but maybe not having a full healthy John Morant for the Grizzlies is just going to show if they do force him out. If he does go out there and play, maybe that be another part of this moving block for the Memphis Grizzlies to get maybe some help or maybe something a little bit more star power, maybe something else. I love how this team is constructed, and that's neither here nor there. But I'm just talking about today. Let's talk about today, Walter. Go back to this. The Clippers, bruh. The Clippers, bruh. They gonna win a championship if they get the boy back. But in this game, what they have to do, they have to stop Cat. So I didn't really get to allude to this on Jimmy's show, or really give my reasoning why I believe the game plan will be way better than what you see from the the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even though the Minnesota Timberwolves may be more talented, they have young players, really good players that's stepping up at the right time. Malik Beasley. They have, also McDaniels, Vanderbilt. I've been loving him all year. Don't get me wrong. Those kids play tough. They play up, bro. Like, they out there. But to be real with you, like, to be all the way locked in on you, the Clippers are just so much fucking better, like, team-wise. Not necessarily talent. Like, the team that they have is just so much better. Okay, what if Zubac is out there fucking fouling and having problems? They have Robert Covington. He's okay with guarding Cat. He's okay with guarding Cat. He's okay with guarding any big man in the league. They got multiple pieces. And Hines, I believe the other backup center that they have, I just fucking blew his name out of my head. I just couldn't think of it, but they have him to throw out there as well, and he's been playing really well for the second unit for the Clippers. So I just believe that the Clippers are going to show that they're the better team. They're the better coach team. This number is not that outrageous. It's staying at a certain number for a reason. Y'all know, don't take certain numbers in the NBA. When it gets to the threes and stuff, you start to look at the number as the number. And this is more so of a toss-up, basically 3 points being that you're the home team, and it's not going to move, which it hasn't, because they are the home team. They don't want the money to start to pour in on the Clippers. And I would think the Clippers are the spot, not only just based off of the scheme-wise, the personnel-wise, the coach-wise, they got fucking Scott Foster out there and Ed Malloy to referee this game.
Yeah.
They hate the Timberwolves. They don't give them calls. They don't respect
Yeah.
that shit. Listen, man. Paul George is gonna go up today. I wouldn't be mad if you had the 6.5 assists. He's at plus 115. That's something I'm thinking about locking in. I'm not gonna lock it in official here because I'm on the Clippers, bro. I ski lined this motherfucker. If y'all know what the ski line is, I took the plus 3.5, which is available right now. Then I took the money line too, split the unit, dropped it on both of them, man. That way I get the plus money, and then if they win, and then I still cover if they lose by just 3. So I took the 3.5 at the Clippers, and then I took the money line as well. I just believe that the Clippers will win this game. They will lock up and play the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't want them to play the Memphis Grizzlies. Being that I have a future with them, that's the toughest team in the West, in my opinion. But let's be honest. If they knock out the Memphis Grizzlies, the shit look real good for the Clippers, bro. So I ain't mad at them knocking out them early. But I took the ski line like my guy said. Yeah, my guy Ski Prophet in here. You already know. I took the ski line.
Ski
Bro. You already know. My boy out there, he getting it patent. You know what I'm saying? He getting royalty checks. I gotta send my guy his paper for that. But yeah. I locked in the ski line for sure, bro. Because I'm just saying, man, like not only so I got some numbers here to go over as well. One of my homies put out, and it's regarding the actual difference between what they're ranked when Scott Foster's in the lineup as far as in free throws, attempts, and then what they are when the other guy's in. And both of them are top 2, top 3 for the Clippers, and the other one is bottom 3 for the damn Timberwolves. So it's a total opposite as far as like who gets the calls when these guys are reffing these two teams. And I believe that you're gonna see a lot of that shit right now. And then let's be honest, bro. The Clippers, they got the go-to guy. The go-to guy on the other side can be passed around. You could find it being D'Lo. You could find it being Cat. It's really an Ant. I think Ant is going to continue to get his looks as well. And being that this is Ant's first time, it may be real for him, bro. Like you really playing some wings out there. They out here really scoring. Like you forgot you left Norman Powell wide open. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of that shit going on right now. So I believe that that's what's going to happen for the Cavaliers. I mean, not for the Cavaliers, but for the Clippers. I like Norman Powell props. Don't get me wrong. But Paul George over 6.5 assists, that's really screaming at me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's really screaming at me. He's averaged 6.8 since he's returned back to the team and 22 points. So that's the way I'm looking. And but I locked in the Clippers, man. I'm fucking with it, man.
Hey, I'm riding with you, Quam. I'm right there with you. Clippers plus the 4, and I sprinkled on that money line. Because like you just said, they're the better team. You get what I'm trying to say? And like you say, since Paul George came back 22-7, he's shooting 50% from the 3-point line. So he's going to get you buckets. You know, it's all about the others feeding off of him. Reggie Jackson averaging 23 points in the 3 wins against Minnesota this year. So he's going to be a factor, you see. And then, like you just said, I think the key is going to be the bench. You got Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, and Rodney Covington. Those 3 right there are going to bring intensity off that bench. They're going to score. They're going to D up. And Minnesota is going to have problems. And just to mention, Minnesota, when have they been in the playoffs? Do they have any playoff experience?
Yeah, they broke a drought. It was a big drought.
Yeah. So
there's Pat Bev out there. I think it's just Pat Bev. Pat Bev is the only one.
Yeah.
Going against his old team.
I don't see the experience on the team to even compete with the Clippers right now. And the Clippers have won and covered 4 out of the last 5 games against Minnesota. So all the numbers are pointing to the Clippers, you know. So plus the coach is the number one thing in my opinion. Because even if Minnesota gets up on the Clippers early, Ty Lue can adjust. You know what I'm saying? He can see what you're doing to him, you know, and then he can pick and choose the players that he wants to match up to slow the game down. Because Minnesota likes to play fast. You know, they pace fast. So I think the Clippers are going to slow the game down, make it half court, and make you earn every shot. Every single shot. They're going to make you earn it. So as long as the Clippers neutralize Anthony Edwards, because he can go off at any moment. You know, he could be cold from the 3. He can get hot from the 3. It just depends on how streaky he is. But as long as you neutralize him, Cat, you know, he can get his 20. You know what I'm saying? You know, that ain't too much of a big thing to me because he does that consistently. But neutralize Anthony Edwards. Don't let D. Russell penetrate that lane and dish out. The Clippers should win this game. They should win this game.
That's really what you just said right there. That's a lot of the things that I'm feeling. You stop D'Lo from distributing the ball. the
Yeah.
fucking water is running dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to become one-on-one basketball, and Edwards trying to beat his man every time, and that shit ain't gonna work every time, bro. It's gonna work most of the time because he athletic as fuck. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Go lie, but
Yeah.
against this team that has multiple guys to throw at you, I just gotta go Clippers. And like you mentioned, bro, they've been giving up points, bro. Like they've been giving up 125 points over the last 5 games. The other team, bro, 93. I mean 90,
90,
98. Like they
98. Yeah.
they like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, come on, man. We
Lockdown.
locked in, man. We
Yeah.
locked in. We locked in on this one, and I'm glad we on the same side. First time, my boy, on here.
Yeah.
And we got other games to talk about for tomorrow. I'm gonna go through those really briefly because these two games, it doesn't get better than today's card.
Mm-hmm.
It's only gonna get worse, I believe. Like as far as like this playing shit, these two cards, these two games today, I think they're gonna show that these are the best. You know what I'm saying? Games that we're going to get out of the play in. Then everything else is going to just be kind of lopsided. Like,
Yeah.
might be a little bit lopsided afterwards. But in this next two games, Charlotte Hornets going against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, we have all day. I might lock in a bet later on. Once the money starts trickling in and everything, we start locking in on these plays. But Charlotte Hornets, uh, Atlanta Hawks, both of these teams, Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, you know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers crazy. Like, one team can't win on the road. They at the house, luckily, for the Atlanta
Yep.
Hawks, and one team could pretty much beat anybody and lose to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just pretty much just all the way over here. They could play defense. At one point, they were like number one in defense for like it was like a few weeks, 2 weeks. I want to say it was in
Mm-hmm.
January or in February, in between those 2 months, and they're playing really good defense, and that shit fell flat. Like I remember the homie Ronald that be in the green room chat with us
Mm-hmm.
with Ski and shit. Shout out to my guy Ski. He said it as well. Like this defense, they ain't don't believe in this shit, and they had it consistent for like at least 2 weeks. They're number one defensive rated team. A lot of that had to do with who they're playing as well, but
Yeah.
they were showing that they're locking up, and then, bro, like he said, bro, they fell flat to their ass. They couldn't figure out how to defend, and even later on towards the end of the season, the quotes kept coming out. We need to lock in on defense. We need to act a little bit better. We need to lock in on the defense side, like Miles Bridges and LaMelo. These guys saying these things, like, and they never was able to do it. They still weren't
Yeah.
able to do it. So against this team, that actually has been playing all right defense from time to time throughout this year as well. But I don't really trust them for the defense. I just think the offense is going to show who's going to win this game. In my opinion, this is a toss-up. It's the reason why I haven't bet this game. But I'm thinking the Charlotte Hornets wins in this game. This is the first time we see Big Baller Brand
Mm-hmm.
in a playoff setting outside. Actually, since ever, because you have never seen Lonzo in it yet. So this is going to be the first one. He could actually get the first crack at it. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
Lonzo ever been to the playoffs. Yeah, so this is going to be the
Nope.
first time. This is the first time Big Baller Brand has been in any type of postseason event. This will be an event, and I think LaMelo goes up. I think you hear some talking that talk from my guy LeVar. LeVar comes out the woodwork and talk his
He in the
shit.
crowd. LeVar gonna be in the
Yeah,
crowd.
get out there. He might be on the TV next day. The next day he might be on the TV. You feel what I'm saying? Talk about my son gonna beat the Brooklyn Nets because I think the Cavs
Yeah.
will win.
He gonna cook Kyrie.
He gonna talk his shit. He gonna talk his shit. Oh yeah, LaMelo was in the playing last year. You're right, bro. You're right. LaMelo was in the playing last year. They got
You know, ski
smoked.
on it. You know,
They
ski
got
on it.
smoked. Yeah, my guy, you know what he's talking about. No, you're right.
Yeah.
They got smoked. Yeah, they
Yeah.
got smoked. Shout out to Nasty Nate as well. Yeah, you're right. I appreciate you, bro, for that. But again, like this, we got enough time to talk about it. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised if LaMelo continue to hit those threes, bro. He's been hot. He's been cooking. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits those threes and figure it out in this game. The only issue that I have is that, Trae Young is always being underrated in my opinion. So having this
Mhm.
guy in any type of stage that's national televised, he gonna try to go up. Just like how I say, primetime Luka is for real. Primetime Trae Young is real as well. And I think both of those players may be in for a show. It may be a show type of game. I wouldn't be surprised if this shit go under though. Even though we talk
Mhm.
all the offensive stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way they figure out how to play defense. So I'm not touching the total. I may not even touch props in this game. But if I was to take anything right now, it's gonna be the Hornets, bro. I think the Hornets may be able to figure it out. Not having Gordon Hayward in this game is kind of giving them a little bit more stress relief as well. They don't have to force him into the lineup. And I think he may even be off the team as well, just trade his contract away. So that neither here nor there. But I think the Hornets may be live, even though I do think Trae Young will get disrespect. So I would say if I was to say a prop here, I would say Trae Young probably is probably the livest, and then I like the Hornets to win the game. But what you think on that game, bro? You have any thoughts or anything you have written down or anything you want to share?
I mean, I'm leaning towards the Hornets as well. You know, they're a great second half team. They start off slow. They're like 6-11 in the first quarter in their last 17 games, but they're 12-5 in the second half, averaging 60 points. So when they're down, they tend to come out of halftime and just boom, you know, like road runners, you know, Melo, you know, dishing at the Bridges, you know, and Rozier, you know, they could get hot at any time. So the second half is really where I look at the Hornets to see if they're motivated and want to win. But like you say, the Hawks, they're a streaky team too. You know, they're pretty much an over team. Like you said, you may lean towards an under because it's a playoff game, you know, but I still may take that over just because Bogdanovich can get hot. You see what I'm saying? What's Herder can get hot. So they get hot at any time. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is John Collins. Is he going to come back?
He's out. I think I want to say the question. Maybe let me confirm. I want to say he's out. I just seen the report just before we hopped on, and then I got it here. Yeah, he's uncertain for Wednesday. So that's not saying that he's out, but he's uncertain. So they may have him like unlikely in other places that you look. But uncertain sounds a little bit on the other side of that. So I wouldn't be surprised though. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets just like today when I was talking to Jimmy on his show when they were talking about Jared Allen. And they said, you know, how he practiced the last game. And, you know, obviously they're big underdogs today. So maybe their thought process are, you know, not rush him out right now. Give him a couple more days. And we got another shot at this if we don't win tonight. You know what I mean? Maybe the Cavs are thinking that, and that's the reason why they haven't had him out today. But in this case, this isn't that scenario. You know what I mean? Like, they lose, they done. You feel me?
Yeah.
This is not one of those you get a second whack at it. So the John Collins thing, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the lineup just based off of what I just said. You know, that's the only reason why.
He got to help.
But I mean, they said him so. Yeah, they need him too. They need him too. Yeah, they need him too.
Because he's the cleanup man, offensive rebounds, second chance points. You see what I'm saying? He's that guy on their team because Capella can only do so much. You know, he has to defend the rim. You know what I'm saying? So they get John Collins in that lineup, Atlanta will be a different team. For sure.
I'm right there with you, King. I'm right there with you. So any other thoughts, any other props? What do you think about the Trae Young shit that I was talking about? Like, you think, or LaMelo as well? Like, I think you even allude to, like, they're going to be pushing the pace towards the second half. Would you think that it'd be more so of a first half split type game? Like,
I can see that Atlanta first half. Atlanta first half, second half, LaMelo, you know, start get into the groove because it seems like they're motivated when they're down. I've seen a couple games with the Hornets, especially with good teams like Brooklyn, you know, the Knicks and things like that. They get motivated when they're down. You know, they don't like to get blown out. You see what I'm saying? And then they score a lot. So both of these teams are averaging right around 114, 115 points a game. So my boy Marley in the chat, brothers and bits. Oh, that's Coach. My bad, Coach. Shout out to Coach.
Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Joey Work as well. My guy Joey Work, Amsterdam. Oh, what else? You know, hey, what's happening, man? What's happening? What's happening? You already know my guy Ski Prophet. Again, I'm on the ski line. With the Clippers. So I took the 3.5 and the money line. You know what I'm saying? Split that unit up right there. And my guy Simba on the Clippers as well. So I guess we are on the Clippers. I've seen a lot of people liking the Timberwolves today. And I think, you know, obviously the Scott Foster news just dropped. So those people heart sunk when they found that shit out. I bet y'all ain't feeling too confident about that no more.
That should be the sign right there that they got Scott Foster coaching this, refereeing this game. That's a sign right there. They don't want the Clippers to lose. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie. It could go either way. It could go either way. The game hasn't played yet, but it's a beautiful thing when those numbers come out. They're looking that way, and you got something on. I'm already thinking that way, and then you know, what happens there. But also just to add on to what we were talking about with the freaking Hawks in the first quarter. They're 7-3 ATS. I mean, obviously we don't want to talk about the game the last few games because it was meaningless basketball being played.
Hmm.
But just starting off hot in general, making shots early, that has a lot to do with covering those spreads in the first quarter. So, not necessarily, who your opponent is, just making shots. So that may be a good spot. But again, I haven't bet anything here. If it was, it's going to be the Hornets for me, bro. The next game, though, man, and this game I really haven't thought about because there's just so much uncertain shit going on in this game. Obviously, it's the New Orleans Pelicans at the house. They're 5.5 favorites against the San Antonio Spurs, who's still without DeJounte Murray, who's not been, I believe, listed here. No, my apologies. He is still listed, or is he not listed? I'm not sure. I'm gonna pull that up right now. So DeJounte Murray is not listed, but he was out those last few games due to the Lakers trying to food poison him. No, I'm
Hmm.
joking. Again, though, he got sick. He ate some oysters or some fucked up shit or whatever. Got sick or whatever. I don't know what happened to him, but he said he lost about 7 to 8 pounds. Within a
Wow.
day span. So he was really sick. It was non-COVID
Yeah.
issues as well. So maybe this is a little bit more serious than ever here, but this game is a winner take all game as well. So that's why I reason said, like, today's game is pretty much why you're going to get some good basketball. They kind of will just try to throw things out there. You may see some good things in this game. There's desperate teams left and right here. Obviously, San Antonio has been playing pretty well as of late. They've been winning to 7 of the last 10 games, if I'm not mistaken, or 6 of the last 10. I'm not sure. I just got to look at that again. But they've been cooking to get themselves in this position. They were behind the Lakers by a lot, came out and just hawked them, got themselves in the play-in. Now they're in the play-in. DeJounte Murray is questionable or not questionable. He's not on the injury report from what I'm seeing here. And they own this team. And they own this team in New Orleans Pelicans. Like when they're talking about winning, they won 6. I'm sorry. Yeah, believe it's 5 of the last 6 games. 5 of the last 6 games and covered 5 of those last 6 games as well. Pretty much been covering against this team a lot. The under has been hidden in this series as well. I believe the last 6 to 7 times, 7 times here is went under 6 of those times. So, the total at 227.5. I wouldn't be mad at you taking it under here. I can see it would be a little slower pace just based off of what type of styles that you have with not but CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram, half court type players here. So I wouldn't be surprised. But the San Antonio Spurs been known all year for giving up points in the paint, giving up points in general. So the defense will be a little bit,
Hmm.
a little bit lax up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at you liking New Orleans though, man. I just think that if they get DeJounte Murray back, they already have a reason to keep Pop alive in the playoffs. If I'm to think if the ref is going to be on somebody's side, they're going to be on the Spurs side. That's all I'm going to say. If I think they're going to be on anybody's side here in this game, they're going to be on the Spurs side. And I think DeJounte Murray is going to be a good guy. Almost averaged a triple-double this year. Should be one of those top guys, most improved, but they're trying to give it to fucking John Moran or some bullshit like that. So neither here nor there. But I'll say this though, man. If I'm taking the Spurs, I'm taking them now. If I'm taking the Spurs, I'm taking them now. I haven't bet anything here, but I'm taking them now before DeJounte Murray or any of that information is possibly out because the 5.5 is not going to be there. They said Brandon Ingram just now is going to play. He practiced today. So that's good news there for them. I wasn't expecting him to be out this game at all. I think DeJounte is the one that everybody's a little bit more concerned on. So that's it for me, man, this game. Anything you have on this game? Anything you want to bring up, bro? Or
Well, the only play that I'm for sure that I'm going to take is Spurs first quarter because they're 30, 13, and 1 on the road in the first quarter ATS. 5-1 ATS in April. So that's going to be my play for sure. I mean, I'm going to look more into the game because I was looking and said Brandon Ingram was out, but you just said they ruled him in. He practiced. So I'm going to go dive.
They got him in.
So I'm going to dive into the numbers more once the game's tomorrow. But for sure, just off the top of my head, Spurs first quarter.
Right.
They're the third best team in the league in the first quarter, and the Pelicans are the bottom 4 in the league in the first quarter ATS. So that's a huge mismatch. So you can't ignore that. So that's my initial thought right there. That's my initial
I agree. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to cut you off there. I'll just let you know. I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah, I mean, 25th this year in points. 25th in each year in points, bro, for Pelicans, man. I think you own us something right there, bro. They scored 29, and I think they're gonna be up on this game, bro. Yeah, I like that look
Another
a
thing to
lot.
look at,
You know,
another thing to look at too is the rebounding because the Spurs average 11 offensive rebounds again. Well, no, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. The Pelicans average 12 offensive rebounds a game. The Spurs are giving up 11. So if the Pelicans can hit them boards, get second chance points, they could be in this game. But it just depends on how the Spurs with the pace, like you say, if Murray's playing, because it's 26-8-8, can't ignore that. Because he gonna dish the ball, he gonna facilitate, he gonna do everything he can to get his team. It's just all about his team feeding off him. So, but
right.
initially, this game right here, you say this a win and take all, right? Whoever wins this game moves
Yeah, this is
on,
a
right?
winner take all
Okay,
type game, and they have
okay,
to play one more game to get in the playoffs.
okay,
So this is not,
okay.
you know,
Yeah. I'll say so. So we'll talk more about it, But like I said, initially,
for
I'm gonna
sure.
take the Spurs first quarter for sure because they come out, blazing in the first quarter, especially on the road.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I'm glad you brought up that offensive rebound stuff right there, man. I didn't know that, and I'm looking at the numbers here. That is a big difference, bro. Number 3 in offensive rebounds, and they giving up the second to last, like 11 offensive rebounds, just about what they're averaging, and then they're only holding down their possessions. They're not giving up offensive rebounds. Number 1 in opposing offensive rebounds in the Pelicans.
Yeah,
They just gonna probably hold the boards down, so it may not even matter about the refs. You know what I'm saying? It might not even matter about the refs, dog. Like,
for
they
real,
brick, they
straight
giving up
up.
the rebounds. Unless they calling over the back every damn night. You know, every damn possession. You feel me? Oh, I
Yeah,
don't think they can get away with that, dog.
nah,
I
they
don't think
not
they
gonna
get
be
away
able
with that.
to.
But yeah. Yeah, those really good information, bro. I appreciate that. Cause again, like, we a little ahead here. We got another day. So as far as
Yeah,
today, though, we'll recap and give out the plays here. I'll give you guys exactly what I did say. I'm on the Clippers, bruh. Money line and +3 and a half. I got that +3.5 right now. You can get that -110, man. So it's available. Go ahead and hop on it, bruh. Say no more. And then as far as the Clippers, I just think that they're going to be the better team here. And maybe Scott Foster's on our side today. So let's just hope, pray and Scott Foster we trust. That's how we rocking today. And then also with the yeah, with the other game, I do think that the Cavs win this game. And I may be biased because I got Darius Garland 2021, 22-1 to win
Mhm.
Most Improved Player of the Year. So obviously, it will be a big boost to him if he wins today against Katie and the boys. So I definitely think that they could win. But as far as the double, I did lock that in at +130. And then also I took Bruce Brown. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for both teams really in this game. Bruce Brown to go over 13.5 points. And I believe he's been hitting that 70% over the last 7 games. So let's keep going, bro. So I like those 2 plays. You want to wrap up your plays, bro? LJ, before we head up out of here, man, or and also
Yeah, no,
plug in all your stuff, bro. Let everybody know where to follow
okay.
you, how to get in touch with you, and what you out there, what you got going on, bro.
Definitely. Well, I'm right there with you on Darius Garland double. I'm thinking he gonna get 26, 9.5, 10 assists, so he should get that for sure. So I'm rocking with you on that one. I took Kevin Durant over 7.5 assists at +112 because the PRA is 47.5 -114. So I might as well just take the plus money. You get what I'm trying to say? So I took over seven and a
Yeah.
half assists +112, and I took Andre Drummond 12 over 12.5 rebounds at -115 because I think he's gonna be cleaning up the boards, and dishing the ball out so they can get on the fast break because they don't need him on the fast break. He could lollygag and cherry pick. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we need him in the offense like that. So yeah, those are my 3 plays right there. And I took Cavs plus the 9.5. You say is the official play right now. I took it at 8.5
Right.
last night, but 9.5. I will put that, what I'm saying, on the show as a show purpose because Brooklyn is the second worst team ATS, especially at home. So we're not trusting Brooklyn to cover nothing on their home court. So those are my plays for that game. As far as the Clippers, we riding with them, man. Clippers plus the 4. Sprinkle on that money line, man, because they are the better team. We all know this. Paul George, he's going to prove that he is in playoff mode right now, and he's going to try to ride this team. And like I said, pay attention to the bench when you watch this Clippers game tonight. Norman Powell,
Right.
Terrence Mann, Rodney Covington. That is going to be the matchup because Minnesota has nobody coming off their bench. Like, who's going to contribute off their bench? You see what I'm saying? Especially when the starters getting in foul trouble because Anthony Edwards could get you 2 fouls real quick. Because he's aggressive. You see what I'm saying? He you have to, take chances and things like that. So Scott Foster put him on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Real early. It could get ugly. So those are my fishers right there. Clippers +4. Sprinkle on that money line, man, for sure.
Hell yeah, man. Hell
Let me
yeah.
plug my you say plug my social
As
media.
you
Y'all can
should.
follow
As you
me.
should.
LJ from H-Town at LJ from the H on Twitter. Follow me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I got all of them. Raw Words Podcast season premiere tonight. We are going to live stream both games. And whoever want to get on with me, hit me on the DM and we can talk about everything we want to talk about while we watching the games tonight. So Raw Words Podcast tonight, streaming on YouTube. Follow me, like, subscribe, do all that for your boy. And like I said, I want to thank Wham. Appreciate you for letting me come on your platform, sir. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting a while. I chopped it up with y'all. You Ski. I met Jay Money just a couple of days ago. I don't know if you knew, but yeah, I met Jay Money the other day. So
my guy.
Jay. So I'm just making moves with all y'all, man. I want to be part of the community. You see what I'm saying? We all gonna cash, get this money. Let's do it, man. For sure.
Off top, it's only right, bro. And I appreciate you for hopping on here. Always a pleasure, man. Always welcome as well. Definitely not going to be your last time. And I'm definitely going to be trying to hop on your show as well, bro. It's only right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's us against the bookies. One of the shirts that my guy Jay Money had my guy Dutch tweet that out too. So, it's all love all the way around, man, because it's only one thing, bro. Only one common goal. Us against the bookie, like my guy Jay Money say. So yeah, man. It's only right to end the show on that note, bro. Obviously, we both like the Cavaliers. We both like the Cavs, and we both like the Clippers here. So I say the Clippers probably would be the most consistent bet there because I haven't locked in the other one. So that's how I'm rocking with, man. Y'all know what it is. It's TrotWAM on Twitter. It's Who-Bangin Sports Talk. Y'all be tuned in. We got the NBA playoffs locked in for y'all just like we did last year. And we back, baby. And until next time, y'all peace and BLO. You know what I'm saying?